sugar pies. Hey, sugar pies. How we doing? How we feeling? Headed home. Dealing with the traffic, of course. But yeah, so I am going to share a little bit of me with you all today, because as most of you all know, I've been feeling some type of a way for the last 48 hours or so, you know. And I don't know, it's just kind of like I was at work today, and like, you know, like I don't have like people literally walking in like my last job. And so there was a part where, or a time of day where I just kind of turned on my music, and I was listening to Pandora, and I put on like, you know, I typed in Betty Wright, so like all of the songs from her day were just coming up, and you know, some of them a little bit more recent, but not like real recent, not like, you know what I mean, like basically back in the day music. And you know, that music is so good, like it just, so the words to those songs had so much meaning to them that, you know, you just, it just puts you in that, like you just, it just takes you back a minute. So I kind of thought, you know what, on my way home today, I'm gonna share a little piece of me with my subscribers, and just, you know, just kind of let you guys in on a little piece of my world. And which I'm sure all of you know, I was a single mom. I raised my son from age 8 till grown, as a divorced parent. And it wasn't easy. Like, I was married to my high school sweetheart, the love of my life at that time, and my whole world just kind of fell apart one day, and life as I knew it was no longer the life that I knew, and my battery's dying. So anyway, so I had to very quickly like take on a new meaning in life. Like I had to just, you know, like I said, it was just such a change to the world that I knew so well. And in that change, I realized how strong of a woman I was. I remember some nights I would, or not necessarily nights, but anytime throughout the day or night, sometimes I would just break down and just cry, because I felt so alone, you know. And I never wanted my son to see me cry, so I would always go jump in the shower, and he couldn't hear me crying in the shower. And then when I came out, if my eyes and stuff were red, I just, you know, the water got in my face, and he bought it. You know, he was young, he didn't know any better. And you know, day by day, I became a stronger person. You know, sometimes I have no idea what I was, you know, what was in front of me. I wake up in the morning and I just say, okay, Lord, whatever you hand for me today, I ask the strength to get through it. And, you know, I would make it through it. And before I knew it, I was being labeled as a strong woman. And I was like, I don't even really, like, what does that mean? And one of my friends said to me, she said, Sheila, she said, you came from a world where you were spoiled, and then you were married to your high school sweetheart, and because despite the other things that happened in our marriage, the man took great care of me. It's amazing how you can get something from someone and that be okay. My camera died, sorry about that. But you know, like I was saying, you know, sometimes you can get this one factor from someone, and that's that thing that does a lot for you, and it means a lot to you. And then, but then in all the other avenues, you're lacking. Like, you don't get what you need from that person. And I guess that's what I had in my first marriage. Like my marriage to my son's father. I mean, he took care of me. You know, we started out our marriage in a very traditional way. I was a stay-at-home wife, and then initially a stay-at-home mom. And you know, we had plans, and needless to say, those plans didn't turn out. But you know, didn't realize the person that I was becoming. I was thousands of miles away from my hometown, divorced, living in San Antonio with a child, no family, just my friends to rely on. And I made it work, you know. And there were a lot of nights that I would lay awake crying and afraid. When the sun would come up the next day, I was like, you know, superwoman. I just rose from the bed, and because the last thing I ever wanted to do was to make my son feel that he didn't have strength in his mother. And I think a lot of it was because one of the things that was constantly said to me was that I would never make it. I would never make it on my own. I would never survive. So I had to prove wrong, you know, and I did. But you know, sometimes when my girlfriends and I would get together and we'd sit around and talk, and we talk about those things that like really meant a lot to us, like what we were looking for in a man, and you know, like, and you know, we all had our own version of everything that made us happy. But that's what life is about. Is we're all very different, and that's okay. One of the things that I always said, because I guess because I was such a strong woman, I needed a man that was stronger than me. I needed a man to have my back. I wanted someday to just take this thing off my shoulder and hand it to a man that was going to be strong enough, powerful enough, and loved me enough to where he took care of it for me. And that was my biggest dream. I never really talked so much about money, whereas a lot of my friends, they may have said money as their first thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't want a broke man, but I didn't so much need the wealthiest man in the world. I just needed a man to have my back. And, let me define have my back, to take care of me, to provide. I didn't want to be that one that every day I sit down and I try to figure out, like, if I take this penny and I go pay this, I'm only gonna have a half a penny left. And that was my world for a very, very long time. Not that I'm too far from that now, but it was a very scary world, because I didn't always have money. Not that I have money now, but I literally didn't always have. There were times where I had no money, and I would have my groceries and I would have my gas in my car, and that's what I would have. That's what got me through the day. What do we have going on here? Is there something in the middle of the street? Why are all these cars like, okay, yeah, we got a bag in the middle of the street. So, but yeah, so like I said, I just wanted somebody to have my back. I just didn't want to worry anymore. I wanted to cradle myself in that person's arms and know that they knew my wants, my needs, and my desires, and they were going to provide them for me, and I didn't have to stress. I didn't have to be in tears and worry, and and even to this day, that is still my number one concern. My son and I had a conversation not too long ago and I don't know if I did him a good thing or a bad thing, because he never saw me. He never saw that frail part of me. He never saw me cry. He never saw me. He didn't see me in the wee hours of the morning when I was so afraid, when I balanced that checkbook and I knew that all I had left was that little bit of money, and I had to, pray to God that he didn't grow anymore and need a new pair of shoes, or, he didn't see that side. And, so in his mind, he sees such a strong woman, which is a good thing. But sometimes I listen to him and he compares me to other people, and he doesn't he has no clue that some days the tears still come, or that the tears come at all. Because like I said, he never knew that they came. He don't know that there are times where I just stare up at the ceiling and I just say, Lord, I'm so tired. I'm always the strong one. I'm always the one that's, I don't have that one thing that I need. I need strength. I need strength. I need strong arms. I need arms stronger than mine because I'm so tired. And even now, I don't ever want him to see that side of me. But when I listen to him, sometimes I just want to cry out and say, but baby, son, let me tell you. Sometimes mama gets tired. If I had to offer any advice to any young couple, or not even just a young couple, anybody in general, don't compromise. Don't compromise the things that mean so much to you. Because it's like that first compromise that you make, it's almost like you'll never stop compromising. And I look in the mirror on a daily basis, and I'm reminded all the time that it's still me fighting. I don't have the thing that means the most to me. I don't have that security. I don't have that feeling that somebody's got my back. It's tough. So today at work, I just kind of listened to some of the Betty Wright type of music, and just kind of reminisced about those things that my girlfriends and I used to talk about and how important they were, and how did I get so far away from those things that meant so much to me, that still mean so much to me. How was I persuaded to just compromise myself? And I know some of you out there have to know what I'm talking about. I know that whether you want to admit it or not, and especially those ones that our age group, we don't get this old without having some things go in our lives. We have things that go in all kinds of ways. So I know some of you know what I'm talking about. And if any of the young people are listening to me, you may have had those things too, because you know what? It's not an age. There's not an age that you walk into life and have life happen. Life just starts happening almost from the day that you're born. Well, really from the day that you're born. And some of us have just a little bit more life happenings than others. But the funny part about it is I still sometimes I have this dream inside that one day all of this is gonna, like, all of the hard work is gonna be for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, all of the strength that I've had to endure and be there for myself, that one day it's gonna prevail. It's gonna prove its worth. And then I stop and think and go, gosh, my age is climbing, and I get a little scared, and I think, like, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna be a day where, is there gonna be a time where I'm gonna feel that security that I've always longed for? And there was a time, a short time, and I don't know, I think that's why now it means, it's like I want it even more. But there was a short time in my life where I saw it. It was right there. It was at my fingertips. I was able to touch it. I was able to hold it. I was able to just have it for just a little while. And then it was gone. But it was just enough to give me hope. It was just enough to tell me that it's on its way. The real thing is on its way. You guys are probably thinking, what the heck is going on in this girl's head? But I just wanted to have a woman-to-woman conversation today. Just let a few things out. Bring up another side of me that some of you may or may not have ever, well, I know you've never seen, but some of you may or may not can relate to. So I just felt like chatting, ladies. I just felt like chatting. That's all I can say. And I don't know if any of you all are going through anything in your lives where anything remotely like what I'm talking about right now. And I pray that you're not, because it's an awful feeling. It's kind of like that feeling that when you're in a crowded room, a room full of people, and you feel so alone. Like nobody knows. Nobody understands. There's nobody there. Just you. It's the worst feeling in the world. But I have to believe that this too will change. I don't know when. My girlfriend said something to me when I told her about the job that I have now, and she rejoiced with tears in her eyes, and she said, I prayed for this day for you forever, that you could walk away from that job where the people just used and abused you. God was going to give it to you one day. So I'm so happy that I'm here to rejoice it with you. And she said, and I know that one day you're going to get to lay that burden aside. You're going to get to have that peace of mind. You're going to get to not have to have so much on your shoulder. And somebody's going to have your back. And I remember looking at her and telling her, I just only pray so. I only pray so. It's a tough world. Well, I don't ever want to be known as a weak woman. Because even if I take the load off my shoulder, I still bear the strength, because all the scars from getting the strength will still be there. I just need a moment to be free of it. I probably said way more than I should have today. Like I said, I just needed to have just a moment. And I'm almost at my exit, so I need to regroup and I don't even know what kind of video this actually would be. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm offering advice, maybe I'm, I know I'm just letting you into my world, but if you're listening to this video, I guess my thing to you is to know that you're not alone. If you're feeling the same way that I feel, that I'm feeling right now, that I feel majority of my time is spent feeling this way, you're not alone. And it's an amazing thing to know that you've got friends, you've got a support group out there, and I can be your support group. We can be each other's support group. guess that's really what it is, you know, like I get inspired to do videos based on different things, and this happened to be you know, where I just let you in on a little piece of my world. But I know by letting you into that little piece of my world, I'm bringing up some thoughts that you have in your world. I may be giving someone that little something that they needed to hear today. I don't know. I just don't know. I just know that for some reason I turned on the camera, and I vlogged earlier, and I don't even know, I don't know that I want to mix that up with this, but who knows, maybe I will, I don't know. But I vlogged this morning, and then I vlogged at lunchtime, and I tried figuring out a way, like there were things I wanted to say, and I tried figuring it out, but it wasn't coming. And for some reason, when I got in my car this evening, and maybe it was just listening to the music that I was listening to, maybe it just opened up that inner me. But I was able to I just was able to let it out, you know. And if I have the strength, the courage, I guess, to upload this video, that's a whole nother story. But I feel that I will be able to, because I don't know, like sometimes I think, like, is it the getting older, is it the menopausal, is it just, I don't know, you know, like they say the older we get, we start to speak our mind. And you know, where does that actually come from? I don't know. I just know that I just felt like speaking my mind today, and I'm not afraid. I'm not worried about, you know, who's gonna hear it, or who's gonna, what someone may say once they hear it. So, you know, I guess, I don't know. I just, wow, I don't know. But I'm almost home, and I know that I've got to switch over, and I got to take this face off and put the other face on. But thanks for sharing my Get Real moment with me. And I don't even know if I want to, I mean, I guess you can comment. I don't even know what I'd ask you to comment about. I don't know. I'm just full of emotions all inside. And I know that the biggest emotion that I have right now is that I'm just so tired. I'm just tired of it all. I just want someone to have my back. Someone to have me, you know, just say, I got you, boo. That's what I'm wanting. But I don't know. So anyway, I made it to my garage here. I'm about to pull in. So I guess I'm gonna say goodbye for now, at least for this particular vlog. I don't know, maybe I'll just, I don't know that I want to mix this up with any of my other things, so maybe I'll just upload this one, and then, and maybe, I don't know, maybe the other one I'll just kind of, maybe I'll talk to you guys some more tonight or something, and let you in on that, and upload that one. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just, I'm just in a moment. I'm just trying to figure all this out, y'all. Sometimes I think if I hit the pavement running, where would I run to? Would I ever come back? But anyway, I need to take my bum in and get ready for bed. Well, get ready for bed. I need to take my bum in, and I need to not get ready for bed. I don't know what made me say that, but I need to do something in the house constructive. And that's another thing. That's another whole video. We won't even get into that. Let's just leave that one alone. Yeah, we won't go there. Yeah. I'm just tired. I'm just so tired. You know, it's amazing. I sat at work today and I was listening to some of the contractors and different vendors, and there were people in and out today. And you listen to the conversations that they have, and it's so interesting, and how some of them view relationships and taking care of their wives or their families, because I work in a man's world, and so I hear a man's perspective almost all day long. So yeah, and maybe that's what got me to thinking today, because it was a lot of things that I heard, and it would take me years if I tried to go into all of that, and it's too much of an emotional strain for me to go into all of that. But just know that there's a lot of emotions running through my blood right now. But anyway, I love you guys, and thanks for putting up with me for this vlog. I don't know what to say other than just thanks for putting up with me. Thanks for listening, I guess. That's it. Thanks for listening, because that's pretty much, I just turned on the camera and I just had a woman-to-woman moment. That's it. So I love you guys. Have a fantastic Thursday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.